Here are some good steps you can take to recording the right type of vocals on BandLab. The first step is getting the web version. I understand some of you BandLab rappers prefer to record on your phone with your AirPod mic, and I'll admit it's a very good way to record your vocals if you don't have a laptop. But please trust me when I say that the web version of BandLab is so much better. Your recording is a lot more easier to control, and with the right mic, headphones, and preset, you'll have a sound that you enjoy in almost no time. But speaking of these resources, it brings me to my next step, the proper recording equipment. Once again, I understand some of you probably use your AirPods to record, and that's okay. However, it might be the right time to upgrade to some good headphones. Personally, I have a JBL gaming headset that was originally used for my gaming days. It has a detachable mic, by the way, but use that at your own discretion. My microphone is a Hyomura K66. It has a detachable cover, a lengthy USB cord, customizable settings, a feature that helps you adjust the position of your microphone to your liking, and lastly, a USB-C port. Don't clown me, but I got it off a TikTok shop. But hey, even though I did get it off a TikTok shop, it's not a bad mic, trust me. And last but not least, how could I forget my good old trusty laptop? This is the name of the model for anyone curious trying to search it up online. And I will admit, it's not as efficient as modern day PCs, but it will still get your job done. The next step is getting the correct presets. Now, I know somewhere on the internet there are a few BandLab gremlins who will charge you an arm and a leg just to get one preset, but there are a few that I'm willing to give out. But me personally, I'm not that much of a stingy guy. If you need a preset, I'll just give it to you easily. All I want in return from that is really just gratitude. Also, when you get the right preset or you end up making your own, make sure that it doesn't have the high end turned all the way up. And by the high end, I mean this thing right here in the EQ3M. If you turn this thing up way too high, don't be surprised when your vocals sound more hissy than a snake on an unforgiving afternoon. And I think this brings us to our final part, actually recording. Here are a few things that I do when I record my vocals. I try my best to make sure that there is no background noise present at all. Otherwise, I minimize it and make sure that I'm in a proper environment to where there's no background noise blaring in my ears. Because best believe me, even though I have a TikTok shop mic, if anything makes the slightest noise, my mic will pick it up. Something else that we got to start doing is turning down your laptop while you record. Of course, I get it. There's some people who won't hear the best of the instrumental if you do end up turning down your laptop while you record, but you have to make sure that there's none of the instrumental playing in your vocal tracks because that will mess up your entire track. And not exactly too likely, but still a possibility, people becoming disinterested in your music. But do not fret, my dear friend. If some background noise or a little bit of the instrumental does get caught up in your vocal tracks, you can either try denoising your track or using the vocal cleaner if you have the subscription. Another thing that I will do when I'm recording my vocals is putting these fade-ins and fade-outs. While they may not do much, they do just end up ensuring that there's no noise before and after you end up spitting your bars. I think the last tip I'll drop on recording my vocals is I will end up, clipping out whenever I click my laptop to stop recording. Usually, if I want a sound effect to be heard in the song, I'll max that thing out, but we don't want no clicking in our recordings. So, and for reference, here's what my vocals sound like. Now, let's turn the preset on. Hopefully y'all heard the difference in my recording, but if you didn't, don't worry. There's 100 of other presets I can get to. Now, I think that's going to wrap everything up I have to say for this video, but if you have any suggestions or questions, let me know down in the comments and I'll make a video for it. With that being said, enjoy recording.